Anna, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so nice to meet you, and I'm so happy I got to meet your family tonight.
Yes, oh my gosh, they're so excited to be here. They literally found out, like, we have to book off work. They flew here just for this. They're so excited.
Really? That was the best. I love meeting them. I love that your family very supportive.
We're huge fans of you. So this is like a dream for me to be here. I honestly cannot believe it.
Oh, good. No, I love you. I know that I was talking to your dad. Your dad's a big fan of The Voice as well.
He is. It's like his favorite show in the world, which is very funny because he's the last person to ever be a singer, like ever. But for his birthday a few years ago, I brought him to The Voice, which was so amazing. And then my whole family was jealous, so we went back all together this year. It was great.
And did they play it cool?
I think they know I want them to play it cool, so they've learned how to, but I know they're freaky on the inside, especially my dad, which just brings me joy. But yeah, this is very similar to this, honestly.
All right, good. Let's get into you here. Now, you've been acting, was it 10 years now?
Yes, crazy.
That's 10 years. When did you realize that you got the bug and you want to do this for a living?
I mean, Zendaya has always been truly, it sounds silly, but like she is someone who, when I grew up, I was watching Disney Channel all the time, like every show. I like memorized their lines. I loved it so much. And I always say I liked Zendaya before she was like Zendaya, like before she was like who she is now. She was just Rocky Blue on Shake It Up Chicago, and I loved her. Oh my God, Shake It Up, man! Shake It Up is like, it raised me. It like made me want to honestly be an actor, and I had her poster up on my wall, and I thought it was so cool, but I never thought I could actually be an actor. Like, it feels like wanting to be an astronaut, wanting to be a superhero. I'm like, no one becomes an actor. Like, it didn't feel real or reachable. So I still am always like, how did I get here? Like, very crazy.
No, you're very good. Yeah, and Zendaya, I love that. It's a good idol to have.
I hope to meet her one day. She's so cool.
Oh yeah, she is cool. Well, the show has gotten so popular. Is there anyone that are fans of you that you're surprised that they're fans? And you're like, oh, I didn't know you watched.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So honestly, recently I was at the Knicks game, and I was like courtside Knicks game, which already I was like, this is crazy. I was trying to play it cool, and I was in like that fancy little suite where you like eat like prime rib and try and be like normal. And someone tapped me on the shoulder and turned around, and it was Adam Sandler, and he was like, I'm so sorry to bother you. I just had to say hi. I was like, you're not bothering me at all. I was like, this is insane. And he was like, my daughter's a huge fan, and I met his daughter Sunny. She was so sweet.
Yeah, she's great.
And yeah, that was like so. I was like, Adam Sandler and his family like know what this show is and know me. Like that was really weird to me. It was crazy.
That's fantastic. I love. He's the nicest guy.
Yes, he's
and the funniest guy.
Yeah.
You were telling me backstage too about Zendaya. You were like, because the show XO Kitty was the #1 show on Netflix, and you were saying something. You said something. Do you remember what you said? It was very funny.
One of my best friend like loves Zendaya as well, and she was like, dude, you're #1 on Netflix, which means like no matter what their algorithm is, you're on their Netflix screen. She was like, you're probably on Zendaya's TV, and she doesn't even know. But like the thought that you are there in her living room, I was like, that is so cool.
Yeah,
like, that is so
yeah, that's
wild.
right. Yeah, you filmed XO Kitty in Seoul.
Yes, in Seoul.
Yeah, and did people start recognizing you over there?
Yeah, we had this really crazy day on set that honestly, like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And we started shooting at 2 in the morning because we wanted this big sunrise moment, but it was pouring rain, so there was no sun.
Yeah.
And we didn't want it to look like it was raining on camera, so we had people with tarps over us, like literally running alongside us because it was a walk and talk, so we were like following the camera. It was crazy. Then sirens started going off because there was a flood warning.
What?
So we were like, everyone was evacuating. We went inside, we came back later, it was brightly sunny, same day, tried to continue shooting, and there was what looks like a protest happening right where we were shooting. It could have been a parade, but there was lots of people with signs, and they didn't look happy per se. So I believe it was
probably a protest. Yeah.
Then there was also a live band because there was like a music festival. I'm not even kidding. Like in the exact same spot, we kept shooting. But because all this was going on, there's so many people. We were literally trying to shoot anyway, and they all started watching. People started videoing it and like being like, "This is XO Kitty. This is happening." It was this big scene. It was the last scene of the whole season.
Yeah.
And I like grabbed Mino's hand, like Kitty grabs love interest's hand. So it was like, is this like, does this mean something? And that was posted on TikTok, and there was like millions of views being like, this is a spoiler, this was what happened. But because, not shockingly, it was such a mess of a scene, we had to cancel, like we had to like reshoot it later. So the whole thing was shelved. We never saw that scene, and now people are making up theories of like, where was that one clip we saw on TikTok? It's not in the season. There must be a secret episode coming. Or like, oh, it's because season 3 is confirmed. We saw that I'm like, I love that these people are so invested. It makes me so happy. But I'm like, you are fully just lying. Like, what?
So that scene is just done. It's scrapped.
We reshot it. So like the same kind of dialogue is happening, and now it's like in a garden in a totally different week that we shot it because it was just such a mess. But I think it's so funny how people are like, I'm setting the record straight. Yeah, there's no secret episode.
There's no secret episode. That's it. Yeah. All right, good. It's good to clear it up.
Yes.
Well, what is going on in season 2?
Season 2, so Kitty went through a lot in season 1, and she went with like this mission, and everything kind of got turned upside down, and she figured out some new parts of her, like herself and her sexuality, and that was a big part for her. And then different new, like a new journey with her mom, and her mom passed away when she was little, so she was kind of finding out all these missing pieces. And season 2, she enters it very determined to like, I'm gonna have a chaos-free semester. I'm gonna lean into this new part of myself and figure out what this means. And the like no chaos last 5 minutes. Like it's wherever Kitty goes, chaos follows, and that's why we love her. But yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs, and I think it's like bigger and better than season 1 for sure, and it feels that way, and it felt that way when we were shooting it. So it's exciting to see people think the same thing.
It's
like,
a big hit. Congratulations.
Thank
I want to
you so
show
much.
everyone a clip. Here's Anna Cathcart in XO Kitty. Take a look.
You smiled. So why would you do that if you didn't feel something?
You're remembering that wrong. That was not a smile. That was a grimace. Because I felt weird. Because I've never, ever thought about you that way before.
But when you did think of me that way, you smiled.
Grimaced.
Which means part of you, even if it's just a little part, liked thinking of me that way.
Anna Cathcart! Season 2 of XO Kitty is streaming now on Netflix. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around, everybody.
Hey, hey.